What is going on, my fellow gamers? My name is Cheese Sticks, and I thought today I'd bring you a couple of tips that I use to play better at Call of Duty. In this gameplay, I do get the MOAB, but these tips will just generally help you play better, that I use a lot. And it does help me get the MOAB, so I might come with it. So let's get started. First thing I want to talk about is my loadout. This is a suggestion. You don't have to use my loadout, but it helps a lot. Whenever you see me get a MOAB, it's usually with this loadout. But the tips that I'm going to give you will generally work whatever loadout you prefer. What I use in this game is the silenced P90, but I recommend any silenced weapon that you're best with. And the secondary, of course, I would suggest the silenced MP9. It's a really good secondary. You could shoot pretty accurately at distances when you're out of ammo. Very good gun, as explained in my previous video. And perks I use blind eye. It doesn't have to be pro because I don't really shoot anything down. I just use it to not worry about enemy kill streaks like that helicopter you see there. I also use assassin, of course, to stay off the radar. And dead silence, because I like to run around a lot, and people using headsets, I don't want them to hear me at all, coming up behind them. I also do recommend using the specialist bonus, or a specialist point streak. I just think it works best, and trust me, it gets a lot of kills. Give it a shot. I use sleight of hand as the first thing, scavenger as the second, because about then I'm nearly low on ammo. And the final perk for your specialist is usually just gun-based. You don't have to... I use like steady aim or stalker for like submachine guns, or you can use quick draw if you want. That helps, or marksman for long range. So let's get to the tips. That loadout was just suggestible. You don't have to use it, but it works pretty well for me. So if you want to try it, give it a shot. So tip number one. Always stay aware of your surroundings. That's like learning the maps, know where the traffic areas are, certain game modes you like to play, like domination. Like this flag, it's A-Dom. It's pretty popular on Underground, so you see me go around there a lot. And also be aware of your teammates around you. Use your minimap, see if they like. Watch those skulls. You know, people come behind you with silenced weapons, and your teammates die, and you not pay attention. But just try to pay a little more attention. Turn around, and just be aware of everything. Check your corners, and just be aware of everything. Another thing for that is you probably hear of this a lot on a lot of tips, but get a gaming headset. If you can't afford one, that's fine. It really helps. Trust me, I got one since COD 4, and it helps a lot. I use the Turtle Beach X31. It's $100. It's the second most expensive. They have the wireless one for like $200. It's really expensive, but you can use the X11, which is completely wired, and it's only like $60. So if you save the money, I would highly recommend getting a gaming headset. Tip number two, use the UAV as an aid, and don't use it to tell you where to go. Because I see so many people like use the UAV like, oh, there's a red dot, let me just run directly towards that person. But not everyone is not using assassin. Someone will be using assassin. I use assassin, so you won't see me whenever you're using UAV on your map. So don't let it guide you. Use it to like oh, I see that person coming up behind me, but don't let it tell you where to go. Just use it to help you in your surroundings. Tip number three, play conservatively. That means don't be too aggressive, and don't stay too defensive either. The only way I recommend being aggressive or defensive is when it costs the match. Like if you need to cap flags, you need to defend flags, you need to just move around. That's the only way I recommend. Other than that, I recommend sticking to the sides of the map. Avoid all open areas. Like, you rarely see me running around near the subways on this map. You see me hugging the side of the wall using objects as cover to my advantage to maneuver. It just helps you stay out of line of sight and just get closer to the enemy, because I'm using a submachine gun that helps. So just play conservatively, just be aware, just move slowly, but don't stay in one place. Alright, tip number 4. That would be quickly read your scenario when you run into situations. That example would be if you're shooting at a guy who has his ass to you and he's not paying attention, but someone comes right around the corner and he's facing you, don't continue to shoot at the guy who's not paying attention, because he'll have like half a second or more to turn around and figure out what the hell, who's shooting me in my ass. So quickly switch to that person who just turns towards you, because they're having more chance of killing you, and try to win the gunfights, and then switch back to the guy who has his ass turned to you. And trust me, it helps. You get more kills that way. You stay alive, you get higher kill streaks. Tip number 5, don't pick fights you can't win. You'll see me shooting at a sniper or someone at long range trying to burst. I get a couple hits, but then I just quit firing, because I can't really hit that accurately. It's a submachine gun, and they have a sniper, so they can hit me in one shot, so I don't want to risk shooting there. So what I do is, I like to, you probably see me a couple times do it, shoot at them, then like, oh shit, I can't win. I'll use something in front of me as barriers and try to close the gap and get closer and take them out that way, because the closer you are, the better you have of killing that person. And if you feel like you can't win, you shoot at someone at a distance. You get like 1-2 hit markers, and they're not dead, and they start shooting back at you. Don't be afraid to run away and try to outflank them. That's what I do a lot. Tip number 6, and that would be avoid shooting too early. You see me around here getting the Moab. I'm looking at a guy who runs around the corner, but I don't shoot the gun, because if I hit them, they're like, oh shit, someone's shooting me, and turn around, and I don't want them to be aware. I'm moving silently. I don't need them to know where the hell I am. I need to come up behind them and kick their ass. So just avoid shooting too early. If you see them running around the corner, wait till they go around the corner, run after them. They won't know you're coming behind them. Shoot them in the butt, kick their ass, get another kill. If that happens to you, though, I do this all the time, where I get hit, and people usually sprint after you, which is the dumbest thing you can do. And I just pop up right behind them, turn around quickly, and take them out while they're sprinting, and I usually win. So yeah, I get the Moab around this. I get the Moab already. I'm still going. Another tip: don't stay in one place and keep shooting. If you're shooting at someone and you get the kill, just keep moving. Just try to avoid staying in one spot, because if there's other people around you, even if you are using a silenced weapon, they can see where your bullets are coming from. They still hear you, even if you are shooting a silenced weapon. So just avoid staying in the same spot. Keep moving around, outflank them, outthink your enemies. And that's it, guys. Hope the tips helped you. Try to use it to your advantage. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos. I go 55 and 7. And yeah, peace out, guys. Cheese sticks.